Master trading the range. Here we have US dollar versus the Canadian dollar, and we can see that the market is in a longer term range, and ranges are really good and really important in the market. I think a lot of retail traders are stuck on the fact that you have to trade the trend. You always have to be on the right side of a trending market, but trending markets are actually a few and far in between. It depends on actually the market conditions surrounding the fundamentals in the markets and things like that. We've actually been very sort of blessed the past couple of years where we've actually seen some markets in really good trending environments, but the market can often find a range and form a range, and dollar CAD is in one of those right now. I'm just going to move up to the top of the screen here, just kind of explain to you what a basic range is. A range is basically price stuck between two different levels, okay? So we could see that the market forms multiple highs, and usually you're looking for around 2 to 3 touches, and on the lows you're also looking for 2 to 3 touches as well. But price basically moves between these 2 points here, which can be very cleanly and clearly defined on your charts. Now dollar CAD, like I said, is showing a form of this. Now basically what you look for when you're trading ranges is to be a seller at the top of the range and a buyer at the low of the range, as long as the market conditions continue to sort of suggest that the market will remain range bound. Now the US dollar's been a little bit weaker lately, so has the Canadian dollar. Canadian dollar a little bit weaker, oil prices also a little bit weaker as well, so that could continue. Dollar's been a little bit weak as well, so that's why the market is in this overall trading range at the moment. Okay, now if I go back up to price here, we can see that we're trading between these 2 different points. So on the daily chart here, and the market has found lows at the 1.3175 area and towards the 1.39, and you can see we have touches in and around this area in here and touches down through here. Now what's interesting is the fact that the market has recently come back into the range lows. So like I said earlier, you want to be a potential buyer from range lows, and we can see that the price has actually started to push to the upside. Now one thing I like to look for when the market does hit these areas are sort of 2 conditions. I want to see a sort of change of trend pattern, or I want to see some kind of reversal suggestion going on here. Now if I look at what happened previously, the market came up into this level, it dropped, it formed a lower high and then moved to the downside. If we look at this area here, the market had a double bottom pattern and then continued higher. So there's a couple of conditions that I can see there. So basically we might be looking for a long opportunity if price can pull back lower. I would like to see a double bottom pattern. I like those type of patterns. It shows me that the market is clearly rejecting an area of support. So I would like to see price come back towards the 131.75 handle, but we may not get that. Let's go to a 4-hour time frame. And the reason we may not get that is because of what's going on here with price at the moment. We're breaking above a 50 moving average for one, but two, you can kind of see the market has already tested in and around this level twice, and that we've recently sort of broken through these key highs in here. So we may actually be looking for an opportunity around about the 1.3250. If price comes back into this zone here, then it could be something that we look for in terms of options for opportunities to be a buyer from these range lows. And if the price does get back into this point, I'll be looking for those chart patterns again, but just on a lower time frame. So the hourly, I'll be looking for my double bottoms, things like that. Anything to suggest that buyers are starting to get back involved in and around this area for that potential range play. If the price breaks through the 1.3100 level and trades to the downside, then this idea has been negated and we're not looking at a range bound condition anymore for the market. So I hope you enjoyed this video update. If you did, leave it a thumbs up, subscribe to the YouTube channel to see some more of our Forex trading content, and I'll speak to you in the next video.